and some baby goats, apparently.
Hey, it's Millie. Welcome back to Lynn's Maker Homestead. I know it's been a while, but we are back and it is spring. We have some baby goats here on the homestead. And right now I am sitting in our rabbit colony. Over time I've been moving this around, but I am finally ready to just like call a permanent home for our rabbits, like in this specific area. I do have the sunshade over it, but we're also right next to a tree, which allows for our rabbits to have some shade as well, and just a cool, nice area for them. And as the summertime hits, I know they're really going to want to start digging because they're going to be looking for cooler spaces, and rabbits naturally like to burrow. I'm going to be taking up some of this wire, digging out, and I have some totes that I'm going to bury into the ground, hopefully to have them enjoy more of their home here, and they can go underneath the ground like they would want to. I have different things in here right now that I don't necessarily want to keep in here, but they were things that worked while I was just kind of moving the rabbits around and make this permanent and a wonderful home for them to start. So as you can see here, like we do have the start of some digging. This is stuff that I've just totally moved over to get out the way. But we have like an old tote right here. This is an old pot. They like to jump in and hide in that. Potentially bury this tote so that way they can get in it underneath the ground and from the summer heat that's going to be coming. Okay, and we're gonna put the tote in. Again, this is just a old one that we've had, and it does have a little bit of a lip on it, which is fine because I'm gonna take all this excess dirt and run it over it. Okay, so what I've done now is I've taken our soil, mounted it up around our buried tote with our opening. I have this right here. It's just an old crate that I used for the garden at one point, but now it's just, you know, it's kind of falling apart. So now it'll act as a nice little entrance for their little hole right there. And here we go. So now this is an unused pan. Now it's a house. So neat. They can jump, play on the top, and they have a cool spot to get underneath. And eventually I want a tubing system underneath their home, but for now this will give them a little bit of extra happiness out here. That's gonna be it for our rabbit colony today, as my goats are telling me that they are hungry. As far as the garden goes, I've done a lot of direct sowing this year. I have been in school, so I got a late start to my garden this year. It happens. But I do have some beautiful green beans that are sprouting. My potato plants or tubers are sprouting, which are beautiful, and I do not have everything in the ground yet. So we have our in-ground stuff. You probably can't even see the sprouts from here. Rabbits, or all of this that I've been working on cleaning up. And my husband put brand new mulch everywhere. So this is wood chips that he moved in with the tractor. Last year I moved them by hand because we didn't have a tractor available. And the goal is I'm actually going to rake back those wood chips, turn the soil for these rows, and kind of direct sow. Once everything starts sprouting, they're doing well, I'm going to kind of move these wood chips back in place. That way we can keep some of the weeds from coming in. Ooh, my hair got crazy in there. So that's kind of our game plan. Like I said, it was a slow going this year. I did not get as much done before Good Friday is what I normally do. But what I can say is I'm in Georgia, so we have a very long growing season. So it's not as detrimental as what it would be for somebody else in a different climate. Time got away from me. I had a lot going on, and just trying to make sure that, you know, I do get everything in the ground. We have been doing stuff that just hasn't been documented, and I hope that as the school year winds down and I am home full time while I'm still working on schoolwork, hopefully I can, you know, get some videos and things like that out there. But until next time, happy homesteading.